Here's what you need to understand about your cash flow. This is you. Let me draw a nice mustache. Now you look good. And this is the flow of your money. You need to have more money coming in. So this is money from your job, your business, your investments, whatever. You need to have more money coming in than you have leaving your funnel. So now you have to pay your rent, your mortgage, your car payment, your food, whatever. If you have more money coming in than you have leaving, you will feel rich. But if you want to be wealthy and have freedom, you need more than just this. What's up, everybody? I am Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. This cash flow diagram is pretty self-explanatory. You need more money coming in than you have leaving if you want to feel rich, but it's a lot easier said than done. I mean, if it was so easy, 78% of Americans wouldn't be broke. If you want to improve this, you can start by cutting some of your expenses. You can live a little bit smaller, you can stop eating out so much, but there will always be a limit to how much of your expenses that you can cut because everyone needs a place to live, everyone needs food, you have to pay for utilities, you have to pay to go on vacations. You can work harder at your job to earn more money, but there's still a limit to how much you can earn because you're capped by the number of hours that you're working. I mean, you can't work 35 hours a day, so you can earn more, but now you have to sell your freedom to get more money. If you do both of these things, now you are working to earn more money and you are living smaller, now you have more money in here, which is great, but right now you don't have any freedom. If you want freedom, now what you need to do is you need to take this money that's in here and you need to send it out into these things that will pay you. I'll tell you what IS means in a little bit, but you need to send it to these investments that will pay you with passive income, which means now you are making money without physically working, and you need to keep doing this until you're making enough money here to live your life. And once you can do that, you will have freedom. And today I'm going to be going over 5 things you can do right now to improve your cash flow. This way you have more money here to buy things that will pay you with more freedom. But before I get into that, make sure you smash that like button below and subscribe to the Minority Mindset YouTube channel. That way you don't miss our new financial education videos every single week. First and most obvious, be smart with your money. Okay, coming back to this funnel right here. The first thing, the absolute first thing you have to do is start living below your means. You need less money going out than you have coming in. If you have every dollar you make going out, or more than every dollar you make going out, you don't have a chance to build wealth or have freedom. So that means right now, you need to live smaller. It's not the funnest thing to do, but it's the absolute necessary first thing you have to do. That means no more Starbucks, no more monthly massages. Stop buying bottled water and drink from the sink. And this one's gonna trigger some people. Stop paying $15 for avocado toast. Once you have this extra cash every single month, this is when people start to freak out. Oh my God, what do I do with my money? Look, I'm sorry to say this, but your parents, your math teacher, and your great uncle are wrong. Saving is not the secret to building wealth. Investing is. So now when you have this extra cash, you need to use it to buy what I call investment seeds, or IS, which are things that pay you for owning them. I call them seeds because they work just like seeds. You have to buy them, nurture them, and if you do this long enough, you will be able to live off of the fruits that your seeds produce. But before you jump in and throw all of your money into the stock market because that's the secret to building wealth, I need you to take a deep breath. You need to learn how investing works first. I want you to dip your toes in the water first. So take a little bit of money, not your entire life savings, and invest it so you can get a feel of what it's like to win and what it's like to lose and what it's like to research investments. You have to start small. This way you don't lose everything you saved your whole life for. And at the same time, I want you to invest in your education by reading books and investing in courses. This way you have the tools necessary to succeed. And while you're doing this, I need you to do a self-audit. Businesses spend millions and millions of dollars a year auditing themselves because they want to check their wallets. Who stole the money from my bank account? Was it you? Who, me? You should not wait until you have $1 million before you start asking yourself what's in your wallet. Capital One. So what I want you to do is spend 30 minutes a month, every month, and do a self-audit of your money. That's exactly what I do. Pick one weekend every single month and lay out all of your credit card statements, all of your bank statements, all of your pay stubs, and any other financial transactions that you have, and lay them out on your kitchen table. Now, look at how much money you made and look at where all of your money went. Now, write this down so you can see where your money is going and so you can keep track of this. You will be surprised at how much money you will get to keep in your pocket. When I did this last month, I found out that my gym signed me up for this magazine that I never wanted or signed up for, and they were charging me $2.50 a month for it. So I called up my gym, I told them I didn't want this magazine, and they said sorry for the inconvenience, and they told me that I was overpaying for my membership, so they reduced my monthly membership by $12 a month. You never know what you will find, which is why you need to do this every single month. But while you're doing this, I also want you to 3, grow your income from your home. Look, I've talked about real estate investing at least 1 million times on our channel now, but now with the internet, you can start making money from your home even if you don't have a rental property. Thanks to our sponsor Airbnb, you can list your room, your basement, or your whole house when you're not using it, and you can get paid with extra income. You're in control, so you get to choose when you want to list your extra space, and you get to choose how many guests get to stay in your extra space. If you're going on vacation for a weekend, you can let a guest stay in your house and let their fee pay for your vacation travels. This is a convenient way you can add extra cash into your funnel without doing that much extra work. The best part is there's no commitment. You get to decide when you list your house, you get to decide who stays there, and you get to approve all of your guests. I don't know, Jaspreet. What if somebody messes up my house? For one, that's really rare, and for two, Airbnb gives you $1 million worth of property protection and $1 million worth of liability protection to make sure you feel safe. So if you want to see how much your home could potentially earn you on the side, I'll put the link to where you can do that and learn more in the description below. There's no commitment and it doesn't cost you to do this. All you gotta do is enter in a few pieces of information and it will tell you how much your home can earn you. Minority Mindset is a partner with Airbnb, so if you use them, we will get compensated, but there's no additional cost to you. They're free to use, and if you want to see how much more you can earn on the side, I'll put the links in the description below. Fourth, be a servicer. Going out and starting a business can add unlimited amounts of income into your funnel. But not everybody wants to start a business and not everybody wants to deal with the headache. I mean, starting a business is hard work, and if you start a business, it's gonna be on your mind 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no such thing as holidays off. But even if you don't want to start your own business, you can go out and service other businesses, and these businesses will pay you for your services while you work from home, and you never even have to meet these business owners. Is this that sketchy work from home thing I see billboards for all the time? No. Look, businesses, and especially small businesses, need writers, designers, coders, marketers, and assistants that can organize their emails for them, but not every business owner wants to or has the resource to hire a full-time employee to do these jobs. That's where freelancers and virtual assistants come in. I know this because I have hired freelance writers, marketers, designers, coders, and assistants who manage my emails. These are people who I've never met before, who are working from their own home on their own schedules. You can do the exact same thing. Know what your skill is and then market it to small businesses on Upwork and Fiverr. It's free to do. And while we're talking about the internet, let's talk about my personal favorite. 5. Online royalties. Royalty income is income that you make from something you did a long time ago. So, for example, let's say I wrote a book 10 years ago and people are still buying it today. That means that book that I wrote 10 years ago would still be generating me income today because people are still buying it. Internet royalty income is officially my favorite source of cash flow. It is not the easiest. It's actually one of the hardest ways to create income, which is why if you want to do this, you need to have the entrepreneurial mindset and you need to be able to stick to something for a long time. But if you stick with it and you do it the right way, it will be able to create income and cash flow into your funnel for years into the future. Here's how it works. Let's say you love cooking, so you start a blog called Cooking with Jaspreet Singh where you share some of your favorite cooking recipes. So you write an article on my favorite gym foods, my favorite foods to lose weight. You get the idea. Now, you like the idea of being a blogger, so you put out one new article or one new blog post every single week. Well, what's gonna happen is in the beginning, nobody is gonna see your blog posts or your articles because nobody knows who you are. But you had the entrepreneurial mindset and you stick with it for a couple years. And now 2 or 3 years later, your articles are getting something like 100 views a month. So nothing crazy, but you're starting to get a little bit of traction. So what that means is now every week when you put out a new article, each of these articles are getting you something around 100 views a month. So you put out an article on recipes to impress your wife, and that gets you 100 a month, which is what, 1,200 a year. And then you put out an article on your best fat burning tips, and same thing, fat burning. That gets you 100 a month or 1,200 views a year. So nothing crazy, but you're starting to get a little bit of traction on all of your articles. Well, what you can do now is in each one of your articles, you can promote one of your cooking products. Like in your fat burn article, you can talk about your favorite protein that helps with fat burn. In your favorite recipe article, you can talk about your favorite candle that goes along with your dinner and that will really impress your wife. And so you can talk about these products in your article, and every time somebody purchases one of these products from your article, you get paid. Now watch this. Let's say for every 200 readers you get on your website or your blogs, you get one sale. So for 200, you get one sale. And each sale makes you just $10. So nothing crazy. That means here with this recipes article, you got 1,200 views over the year. That means this article will make you $60 over the year. Same with this fat burn article. This article is going to make you $60 over the year. So these two articles over the year will make you $120. Not bad, but now let's say instead of just having 2 articles that are generating you money, let's say you have 100 articles out there that are getting you the same return. So if you have 100 articles, and let's say they're getting the same return, instead of making $120, you are going to make $6,000 over the year. And if you have 1,000 articles, now you're going to be making $60,000 over the year from your articles, from royalty income, and it all keeps compounding and building on top of one another. Now, sure, not every article is going to get you 100 views a month, and not every article is going to get you the same number of sales. Some will be less, some will be a lot more, but it averages out. These numbers are very, very possible if, that's the key word, if you stay consistent, you keep learning, and you keep putting in the effort to keep bringing traffic onto your blogs and learning how to build your cash flow. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, share it with one friend. That way we can help spread the word. I hope you enjoyed seeing how the cash flow model works for our finances. And if you want to learn more about why the majority of Americans are broke, I made a video explaining why 78% of Americans are broke. I think you'll really like the video, and you can watch it by clicking this button right here. So check it out. And as always, keep hustling.